Welcome back to TYRO TV. I'm Ron Tijerina.
And I'm Cathy Ron.
And today we're talking about what have you learned about yourself during this pandemic.
During the shutdown, or you may even be experiencing a lockdown, what have you learned? And so we really want you to understand what the question is. What are we asking you? We're asking you, so from the time that they said, okay, no more visits, okay, we're restricting movement, okay, whatever the other extra things that got imposed upon you, what happened? What about your character rose to the forefront, right? What all of a sudden did you become aware of, whether it is positive or negative? Every time that there's a change in our culture, every time there's a change in our routine, something is revealed to us about ourselves. Now, we really want to hit home on why it's so important to take advantage of every change in your life to learn something more about you. Because as you increase your self-awareness, you can increase your discipline.
Self-control.
Self-control, right? You can increase your resiliency. You get to increase your self-regulation. All of those things are tied together. But if you're not aware of your strengths, if you're not aware of your weaknesses, and you continue to become more and more aware of those things, then you are going to become stuck. And this is really important, because if you can learn to do this, then you can teach your kids that, you know what, no matter what happens, whether it appears to be positive or negative, there's opportunity to learn and grow in every circumstance.
The first one I want to throw out there that can help you really become self-aware, because that's what we're talking about, self-examination. What is it you're supposed to learn out of this experience, right? Start a journal. Number one, start a journal, writing down what you're experiencing, what your day is like. Start a story about you.
Yes. And so the second one is, as you're journaling, you're going to want to identify both your strengths and your weaknesses. What are your triggers? What is causing you to rise up and be a leader and actually say, hey, this is a strength of mine. When the pressure was applied, I was able to do A, B, and C. Or, wow, you know what? This is a weakness of mine. So number three, be purposeful in increasing your self-awareness. When you start to feel frustrated or irritated and you start to feel angry, stop. Ask yourself, why am I all of a sudden feeling angry? What just happened? What did I hear? What did I see? What did I think that triggered this emotion inside of me? The more you learn about you, the more you recognize the places that you need to grow, the better equipped you are to help your family grow. It is so important, Dad, because I don't care what anybody else tells you, your kids need you. You.
But if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what your strengths are, if you don't know what your weaknesses are, if you don't know your value, right? If you're still living each day, even inside there, because in the past, I know some of us have lived check by check with that check by check mentality, right? If you're living day by day in there and not building a future for yourself and your family while you're in there, then when you get home, if you're not practicing those principles inside, I almost guarantee you're not going to practice those principles outside, because it's going to be too fast for you.
Right. And the same reasons that are holding you back in there will be the same reasons that will hold you back out here. So we want to encourage you, take advantage of this time to increase your self-awareness, invest in becoming better, and therefore invest in your family and their continuous improvement.